Yo, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. We're here back with Finding Value Fantasy, aka High Score, is today's episode, as the last couple weeks have been. We're going to be doing Eliminator and BBM today. So, same as usual. Do probably two Eliminators and 2 BBMs, I think is the plan for today. We'll see how they go. I'm excited. That was a crazy voice crack there. Still getting over my little cold here, but feeling a little better. But I feel better than I did last recording, so hopefully that'll bode better for everyone here. Let's do Jeanty again. And let's get some music going as well. Let's do for music here. That works. Trying to see if it looks like it's kind of like. Looks like it's fine for everything now. It's always up to mischief as soon as I start my recording. Alright. Good on everything else. Make sure we're all chilling. Good to go. Had to finish up some real work. Yeah, now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to stream. Ready to do, probably close to 2 hours, maybe a little less. We'll see what we're looking like, but we're going to do 4 drafts today. So I'd say a pretty jam-packed little episode here. Eliminator and BBM. See what kind of ownerships we can get into here. Happy with whatever is available on this board here. Give me Kenneth Walker, give me Chase Brown, give me whatever. I'll take whatever these top 2 are available. Chase Brown it is. Alright, that works. Yeah. Kind of still on the boat of just wanting to get early running backs because they're not quite as pushed up in price, and then scoop up all the receivers that went down in price. I just think you can kind of, as I said before, you can have your cake and eat it too, and I think that's a really strong way to make really good teams in Eliminator, and we'll see. Not all my teams are going to be built like this. I'll have some 0 RB sprinkled in. I'll have some later mid-range running back teams in there. I'll kind of sprinkle it around. We'll see, but for the most part, these will be my builds. Dog's gonna be in the lap for now. Okay. Josh Allen goes off the board. Could just put him on the desk. He usually likes to lay on the desk here. Kyron Williams goes. All right, so now ETN has been a faller lately. We're gonna hand off of that. Devonta Smith, Olave, Igbuka. Go Smitty. Not really sure the best one to go there, but I was kind of happy with any of them, and then ideally we can get one of these top 6 to come back to us. Yeah, and I'm trying to really be wary of the buy situation, which I think that's really important in this contest. So if I can try to avoid the buy situation with this Day and Jeanty overlap right away, it's probably a good idea. So we got Monty, Wilson, Vlad. All right, so he goes off here. Higgins, Olave at the turn. That's a nice start. Cook, Barkley, Olave, Higgins. That's kind of the ideal situation I'd like to be in. just, I mean, I'd probably take the 2v2 of Cook Barkley, Olave Higgins over whatever I end up with, but we'll see. We'll see what I end up with. Scatterbo goes. So I mean, like, in simplest terms, like, this is like my no-go zone. This whole like 35 to like 70 range of running back is like where I'm trying to just not touch any of them. All right, Evans is there, McMillan's there, McLaurin. Let's go with Terry McLaurin this time. Okay, I missed my pick. That's fine. Evans is good. Not really. Yeah, I'm not mad about Evans there. That's fine. I'd like to get more Waddle as well. It's one I need to get more of. Just don't really have enough of them, to be honest. All right, let's see. We got to make sure we have our spike all set up here. How much do you pay attention to Week 17 matchups when drafting? I see people live by those matchups online. What's up, Buccaneer 420? Nice name. Not really. Well, depending on what contest you're looking at, really matters. It means literally nothing in the Eliminator. It's like irrelevant. So like, you could look at it if you want, but it's not anything important in any way, shape, or form. What's up, AZ Cards? Good to see you. But for like, it just depends on the contest you're looking at. Like, if you're looking at a contest with a final that is a final that's pretty large and the finals in Week 17, I think you should definitely pay attention to it. And if you look at the advance rates and it's 1 of 6 in Week 15, 1 of 4 in Week 7, or 1 of 6 in Week 16, and 1 of 10 in Week 15. Then maybe Week 15 is a little bit more important. It's ultimately, it should be a tiebreaker. Pretty much always. It shouldn't really be too much other than a tiebreaker. So you shouldn't be like pushing someone up the board like a round because you need to get the correlation. You could do that like towards the end of the off season where we know like let's grab JMO. Towards the end of the offseason, you could be like, okay, well, I'm going to pull up this guy because all offseason I've been drafting and these guys weren't paired together unless you reached for them. So now I'm going to grab this lower owned ownership combo of like a Week 17 correlation. Maybe that's worth it. But basically, like, I would do it. I think you should do it. I think it's very clear how it's very helpful. Like, in many years, many such cases of Week 17 correlation like hitting in a big way. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going to take Lamb and Neighbors. Like, it doesn't have to be the top two guys. It could be like, oh, I took Jaden Blue and my tiebreaker was I'm going to take Darnell Mooney instead of random player, and then end up, Darnell Mooney somehow gets 2 touchdowns Week 17. Like, those are the kind of things that can happen. You look at last year, you get the Brock Purdy and Burden stack. Like, those don't really correlate in any way, shape, or form, but those are 2 players that were very important and were in the same game environment and ended up hitting in a big way. And you didn't want Caleb, but you wanted Purdy. It's just very interesting. So I think it's super important. I think you should do it, but you shouldn't be like overkill. It should not be ever overkill, like where you're jumping up a guy 3-4 round, or a full round ahead of their ADP just to get a correlation. It's not worth it. Hopefully that answered your question. Contest dependent for sure. And the second part is like, what is the advance rates? And the third part is like, I think it's important to do, but as long as you're doing it in a smart way. So we got Jeanty, Chase Brown, Devonta Smith, Evans, JMO, and Marvin Harrison so far. Marvin, a guy I'm really warming up to now. Just seems like a clear spot where this is the year to buy in. And maybe he has another bad year. You can buy in next year. It could be a Kyle Pitts type thing. But I think this is an opportunity where you could sit here and Marvin Harrison can be 3 rounds more expensive next year very, very easily, because the guys that are clear top prospects, they could tend, like they could hit right away. And we're kind of used to that. We're kind of spoiled by that, but that's not always the case with these players. Sometimes they take a few years to hit. Sometimes they get unlucky. Sometimes injury riddled. It's just a lot of different things, a lot of different factors, and that could definitely be what's happening with a guy like Marvin Harrison, where it's just taking a little while. He needs to kind of get the right situation. This could be the year he has that situation he needs. Quite a bit of variance there, so I'm excited to jump back in Marvin Harrison. Hurts went, unfortunate. I mean, I think I just take Burrow just because he's a good quarterback play at this price. I have correlation. I think just getting Burrow at 80 is pretty good there. Guy that's going to chuck the ball a lot. In the Eliminator, give me 20 points a week. Chase Brown will get a lot of catches. So if I get that correlation, I get it. If not, if it's not a Chase Brown break, maybe it's a Burrow week. Totally fine. And I can get enough points for both of them every week and stay afloat. It's not like it's gonna hurt me too much. I think Corum's a nice pick next. Yeah. Want to get more Jordan Mason still. Just trying to get as much Mason as I can. Kind of even out the level out that playing field a little bit, because I had a lot of Aaron Jones early. All right, Corum. I mean, Corum, I love Corum here. I mean, Jaden Reed's great too. Would be a good pick just for the ownership. Downs. What I meant to say is bye week. No bye week overlap in either of those players, so it might be worth grabbing one of those instead. So there goes Corum. So I'm not taking Mason at 90, so I'm taking one of these receivers. Is there a tiebreak? I mean, there's more week 11 buys later that I like, so maybe that's the time. I mean, Josh Downs, there's a lot of week 13 buys late too. So I'm going to do the tiebreaker is going to be Downs here, I think. We'll have a lot less Reed too. Lemon would be great. Let's do Reed, because I want the there's a lot of week 13s late I can get to, so it's not like it would make that much of a difference. Something you definitely want to think about in Eliminators. Like, it's okay to overlap some bye weeks, but you want to try to avoid them the best you can. Like if you're taking your 14th and 15th pick and they're both the same bye, like who cares? But a lot of these early picks, it's really nice to get them on different buys. It's going to help you out a lot. But I was saying I want Purdy on this team too if I can. Probably going to be gone, but I guess we get Jordan Love still. Yeah, we got options. If you have a lot of like later week 11 buys you like, it could be a small tiebreaker. Like, hey, let me get the guy with the different bye week because I know I'm going to take Casey Concepcion, or I know I'm going to take Shaheed. I know I'm going to take 2 of these guys late. Boston, guys you like a lot. That's definitely something to think about. So let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Not seeing anything too crazy right now. Correlation wise, I mean, Goff would be great, but I already have a week 6 bye, so definitely don't want to double up that. Don't want to double up with Kyler there. I could go Bo Nix. That's just a nice piece to have. We might get lucky though. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance. Let's see what we get. I mean, I got 2 options I would be happy with here, so if I don't get my first option, I'll get Jordan Mason. So leave that to your own devices of who I'm actually wanting to pick here. All right, what do we want to do here? Pearsall goes. Okay, let's stop that train. Yes, McCaffrey though. This hurts. Unstacked. Beautiful, beautiful. Get Brock Purdy at 103. That feels fantastic. Burrow Purdy, very, very, very good start there. Now I'm in a really advantageous spot because you get the early buys and you could tack on Marv, or you take Brissett, and then you just kind of free roll the first like 8 weeks, have your third quarterback, and see what happens after that. But as long as you have Brissett through week 8, you're probably fine if he ends up not starting the rest of the season, and you can get him at a good price with Marv. So that's pretty fun. Probably gonna lose out on Mason, but that's okay. Still have strong quarterbacks. Yeah, I like the team cooking here. This is fun so far. So we got a guy with 5 running backs. Got a guy with 3. Actually, this guy has 6 running backs. Holy moly! 3, another guy with 3, another guy with 3. Then I have 2 from the lone 2. Mason goes. Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Jordan Love isn't awful either. This is probably like a Wandell pick. Wandell or Shakir. Kind of in the same vein of player there. Happy with either though. Took Aaron Jones. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking game. I mean, unless I'm missing something on Gamewell, I don't know why he dropped the 114, but I'll take him there happily. I don't get a lot of them. Should have a role in that offense. Happy to get Kenny Gamewell there. All right, so tight ends is where we kind of need to figure out next. Just getting guys that feel like the starter. Always going to feel pretty good. So just get any tier of these guys. It's really, this whole group is all great if you want to do 3 or 2. Gadsden's not a very fun pick right now. It feels like more of a spike type of player. Schultz feels great. Strange, I don't feel that confident in with the amount of weapons they have already. And they also added tight ends too. Doesn't really make me feel warm and cozy. I wish there was more clarity on the Parkinson Ferguson. They're probably both okay picks, but don't really like either of them that much. Should be a good time to take my first tight end, I think. Yeah. Not 100% sure who I want here. I mean, Andrew's probably good. Likely's pretty good too. Let's get Kincaid. I want to get the unique buy because I could kind of play around with other stuff. And the only person I would maybe get is Chig later, week 7. Let's get Kincaid first. Let's play that. Let's play through that. It's one of my favorite teams I've drafted in a while on Eliminator. It's just kind of lined up pretty well. The boards came to me. I've got a couple followers that I needed. Like Purdy, like wasn't necessary for this team, but he sure did. He sure has like put the team in a good position. And getting Burrow at a big value too. Especially when the quarterbacks are kind of pushed up as well. Getting them at more of like a fair value price. I'm happy with a lot of guys here. Probably a receiver pick. Quite honestly, like give me Casey Concepcion, Coker. One of those guys seems okay here. Yeah, let's go with one of them. So Casey Concepcion goes. We could do Coker or Likely. I think I like Likely. Let's do Likely. So Kincaid, Likely, and then we can go a third. That does take Schultz off my board, kind of. Not necessarily. I could do Schultz still if I wanted to. So another thing, I really like Schultz late, but probably not smart to do if I'm gonna do 3 tight ends. I mean, the whole point is just kind of like having 3 a week most weeks. Don't want to make that one. And I also do this for the players that have Purdy overwhelmed. Because like that would be a fine result. I make your cash, but I'm not happy if I get a team that I really like till week 8. It's not really what I'm trying to accomplish. Barner's probably fine. Helm's probably fine. I mean, there's a good couple options here. Travis Hunter is a fun pick for sure. I don't know if he's a good pick or not. It's a fun pick though. Let's see here. Checo goes. I'm gonna try something. Maybe like Dulcich next. Trying to figure out how this promos work. Have 4 entries, challenge up, progress updated, draft start. Must click start on challenge. You will have 5 days after you start to complete the 4 drafts. The drafts count. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, I just have to enter on my phone. We're good. Cool. Gadsden. I mean, probably next pick is the Jacoby Brissett pick. I mean, I don't even need him, so this next definitely a tight end. Tight end pick next. I do like Gunnar Helm. I mean, he seems like pretty clearly like the tight end there, and Bellinger is kind of scary, I guess. Maybe I do Barner. I mean, Barner's the dude for sure. If he gets hurt, then that is like a royal opportunity. But yeah, let's get Barner. I shouldn't be afraid of Bellinger, but there's some weird shit potentially going to go down in Tennessee with like I love DK early on. I'm kind of annoyed they got 2 new weapons on that team for receivers, and another running back. I don't know. It's very strange team. So we could pretty safely go 2 more running backs, 1 more receiver, and I feel pretty comfortable with all of that. What receiver we're taking, I do not know, but I feel pretty comfortable where we're at though. Get Jalen Knoll here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see like week 8 is. I don't see any like super weak bye weeks that we kind of like would prefer to avoid. When it gets to like 13, I'm not really worried about it. If I have a bunch of week 13 buys, if I make it to week 13 and that's where I end up losing, I'm already made a massive profit and I can't really complain. So, all right, Brissett gets sniped from us. That's a little bit unfortunate because, yeah, that sucks. It does suck. Now we could play it a different way, I guess. We could do like a little Tua thing. Because I just want to have the 3rd one. And I think what we're trying to accomplish, I think Tua probably gets like half the year, maybe if he goes well, if he get more. I suppose this could work out fine. I mean, probably maybe it's not worth getting another one in general. Stop at 2 quarterbacks. I think I just do that. I don't know if it's really worth jamming another quarterback in for no reason. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick with what I have. If when one of Purdy Burrow gets hurt by week 8, so be it. But I'm just going to run. I'm going to let it ride because I don't like forcing 2 on this team is probably going to like end up hurting me in the long run. Maybe that's dumb. he could literally not start week 1, and I just wasted the pick. So get past week 6 and 8, and they're both healthy through the bye weeks, then I don't think I'm really that concerned. But what's up, First Down Fantasy? Did you get a team to the finals in the World Cup? Hopefully you did. I saw a lot of people getting through. I did not make it even to the semifinals, so not even close for me. But it was fun, very fun. Learned some stuff, some takeaways for sure. I don't think I did anything too crazily wrong, but definitely didn't do anything right. Ty. I mean, now we can get. This is like a 2-5-8-3 probably now. So Sean Tucker is kind of an interesting pick too. So just play like off of Bucky here. I kind of mess with that. So whatever Bucky doesn't get is gonna be getting it's gonna be all Kenny Gainwell and Tucker. I am cool with that. And we go 2 receivers to end this off. As long as we can find enough receivers that we feel somewhat okay about. Is it a Caleb Douglas time? Yeah, it's kind of gross. But I'm down for Lane too. Just Kobe Lane. Oh, worst pod luck of all time. That sucks. Worst pod luck of all time. At 2 teams over 160, both get second, one got third. Yeah, I mean it gives and takes away for sure. It's very annoying. That sucks, man. I'm sorry, bro. Hopefully you get some. I'm sure it'll come back around. The thing is, like, you always remember like the bad pod luck, and you never remember the good pod luck. That's kind of how I always experienced it. So I get it for sure. It's really tilting. It's unlucky. 160 was enough for most teams to get through, I believe. I'll make a majority at least. My brother was sweating the team. Did not make it either, but he had a nice Argentina team. But ultimately, the Spain stacks ended up being super important. Like the Poro defender score was like insane. I think he might have been the highest scoring defender like the whole tournament probably. I mean, I think there's Taekwon and Pat Bryan, I guess. Noel. I want to do one of these Ravens. Let's do Lane and Bryant. Talk about a beautiful team. Only one overlapping bye at week 10, and then I have no overlapping bye. One overlapping receiver bye, none at tight end, one at running back, none at quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I think this is like the right way to go. Like, I get an extra bullet for receiver and running back. Instead, I'm just not playing a little bit looser at quarterback, but I ended up getting 2 values of guys that shouldn't be falling necessarily. And I feel good about that. Kind of both like 11 and 12 picks after ADP. So I feel pretty good about this team. I'm going to enter my other eliminator now on my phone to make sure I get queued in that one. I get the bonus entry. You'd love to see it. It's all good. Was some good teams, but that's what it is. Guy in first basically had every net player you can have. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's like, yeah, you get that, and then you get the God Pod, or it could be very annoying. A lot of FOMO could be generated when you look at pods. Many times I've seen, like, I don't know, like a couple years back, I was like pretty close to getting a BBM team then to the finals. I'm looking at other pods that scored like 30, 40 points less, and I don't even get through. It's like, God damn. It could be frustrating. But hey, I will say that I really enjoyed the I didn't do a very good job, obviously, in my opinion, but I think I think the World Cup best ball is super fun. So hopefully they run back something similar in the future. And 4 years from now, they'll probably do it again. But hopefully they do something like it in the future for other football related stuff, soccer, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, exactly. That's how I feel too. I didn't even sniff a sweat like you did. So I get it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it regardless. I did have I had a decent couple weeks in the battle royale, which is cool. All right, for World Cup. So this team is the Eliminator team. We got Burrow, Purdy, Jeanty, Chase Brown, Gainwell, Sampson, Tucker. I think it's probably fine at running back. Devonta Smith, Evans, goodness gracious. Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, Jameson Williams, Marvin Harrison, Jaden Reed, Travis Hunter, Pat Bryant, Jacoby Lane. Tight ends are Kincaid, Likely, and AJ Barner. Yeah, I think I messed with this team. This is probably one of the favorites I've drafted in a minute. I like this one a lot. All right, Eliminator needs 3, so we're doing one more Eliminator. Then we're doing two BBMs to close out the day. That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, any tournament they should do it. I think that'd be really fun. Get some more footy stuff going on. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, the interest probably isn't like high enough for them to get what they want out of it, but hopefully they do it just to like support it. Yeah, I mean, that was I was wanting to take Brissett. I got sniped on Brissett. So like, I think I did end up getting another quarterback, but in a perfect world, that probably is like swap Jacoby Lane for another quarterback. And that team probably feels a little bit better. But I don't think it's like, yeah, in most outcomes, Brissett probably isn't doing much for me. So as long as those quarterbacks can stay healthy. But it's scary because if one goes down, relying on that one quarterback every week could be scary, especially if the bye weeks come into account. You're pretty much done. Like if you're giving up 20 points because your quarterback's on your bye, or the quarterback's on bye, other one's hurt, you're in big trouble. Yeah, I mean that's the main problem. It's just not enough interest. Even on like DK, like the contests aren't that big. I mean, obviously they're much bigger than Underdog because they just have like that platform. But I love it. I love it. My favorite sport. DFS wise, maybe not my favorite sport, but in general, it's my favorite sport. So like if I could get a bigger product for DFS, I think I would play it more and I would like it a lot and I'd watch it more, and I think that'd be cool. But one can dream. All right, one person left here for this eliminator room. Let's see what pick we get this time. Let's get like a 3. I don't have any chase apparently for this. I guess I don't really care at this. Like, yeah, I'm okay like being underweight chasing this because I'm trying to get all the early running backs now that I've changed my strategy up a little bit. And the puzzle me is that France didn't use Turkey at all. I think it's like Cherokee. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know it's pronounced something like that. Kimani looks so much more technical, better, kind of wild. Yeah, I know that's what a lot of people said. I mean, like a lot of the ball knowers at the beginning kind of were like, yeah, he should probably start. And they're like, yeah, he probably should be drafted more. Turns out he didn't start a single game. Pace was a useless pick, but he was drafted almost every time in the World Cup. And then Douye was drafted every time, played pretty dang well every time I saw him playing. Didn't start every game, swapped with Bartola a lot. So yeah, that lineup stuff was a pretty big wrinkle in like those contests because a lot of guys were basically useless picks because they either just didn't start and they were expected to start. Just a lot of cases like that, it seems like. So it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I thought he looked pretty good when he's on the field too. Yeah, I mean, they just got dominated, man. That was bad. Can't imagine what that would have looked like if it was the U.S. playing. Whew. I'm glad everyone that was so cocky about it got taught a lesson, though. Like, oh, we're so good, we're so good. Look what we did to Paraguay, and then it's just like Belgium 4-1. That's justice served there. All right, well, we might get a receiver here. I mean, I'll smash the table for Puka JSN. But with my luck, I'm gonna get like a Monra, and I'm just gonna take someone else probably. Oh, come on, man. Let me get JSN at least. Just sitting here staring at JT. Of course I am. Why couldn't I be the Puka at 6 guy? That's insane. I would have loved that. To Lamb. What's happening in my overlay? How much Lamb do I have in this contest? 15%. All right, well, I have a different build this time because I kind of had a necessity this time. If I get Jefferson, I'd be stoked, but that's not gonna happen. Oh, I got Sudir in here again. I had these in my last draft. I was telling all my non-Ballnor friends that Belgium's like an actual first, like, real good team. They're gonna play as a typical. You can never win the big game. Yeah. Can't win the game that matters. Many such cases. Chase Brown, H-Chan. I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Change my strategy. I'm just gonna just ignore it completely this time. I'm doing like a 0 RB team here. I'm gonna enjoy it. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, we'll see what running backs fall to us, but I'm considering doing a 0 RB team, I should say. I'm not guaranteed going to do that, but I'm very much considering doing that just for fun here. I mean, you're building a portfolio of eliminator teams. You don't have to make every single one the same cookie cutter mold, but I do want to make a lot of the rest of my teams. I do want to make a lot like I made the last team. But this way, just the board didn't really lay out the way I wanted to, so I'm gonna do something different, and all it takes is one. So this could be the one that makes it to the end. I'm gonna make it week 10. I don't care. Make it to week 13 when Bowers has his bye. That's fine with that. I'd be just fine with that. That's like my whole make it to week 13 and you get like you get your full max entry back basically. So who would we take if Brees fell? I would take him. He's not going to. But if he fell, I'd take him. Otherwise, I'm just going straight receiver now. Yeah. All right, let's see what we get. Yeah, the only thing I was a little bit, I was thought maybe Belgium could like not or to have like a rough game because they just hadn't looked very good to that point, and then they just looked amazing immediately. So funny how that works. So Javante ahead of ADP. Great time to take Rossi Rice. Rice here. Lamb, Rice, Bowers. And let me get Waddle coming back. That'd be I'll take one out 41. Only thing I would do is if Zay, Olave are available, I might take them over. And otherwise, I think I'm just gonna reach down and grab Waddle. Yeah, we're gonna do a weird one here for this Eliminator team, but we're gonna have fun with it. Wow, at 37. All right, then. Higgins or Lad? You know, I'm entering money back plus double with my tournament goals parlay. Nice. What was the tournament goals parlay? Just like the total number of goals in the tournament or something? Or Higgins or Lad? Let's do Lad. Let's do Lad. What the hell's happening to my ownership? Should be popping up. I'm not sure if I net profit or not. I want to say with the BRs I probably did because I got 1,500 from a BR, one of the slates, and I had a couple other like decent hits on it. So I probably got pretty close to profit or a decent profit or break even is probably where I was at. Because I didn't really do that much volume per slate, but I had some bigger slates in there that I put like $100 down or whatever. that $1,500 win was quite nice. But I got smoked in the actual best ball part. I probably got like nothing back basically out of like the 20 teams I did. So not good in that. Did not do good in the best ball part. Once again, BR bailing me out. Happy to have that happen over and over again. So this would be an awesome time to take a guy like Neighbors if he comes back to me. But not gonna force it. Not gonna force it. Bucky would be fantastic here. 56 Bucky. We take that all day. Yeah, not really seeing anything I love. Cap Warren at 64 is making me sick to my stomach. I do not like seeing that. Neighbors goes at 53. Nice pick. I mean, Bucky first running back would be great here, but if I can't get Bucky, I'll go like JMO again. Yeah, damn, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Just get the juice going. All right, so Dak, Rice, we can go Mahomes, we can go Herbert. Perfect world, we get these quarterbacks sorted out would be great. Get Dak, pair with Mendoza, really good pairing there. Okay, we'll figure it out. Kane over goals scored, Messi over goals scored. 501.4. Damn, that's insane. Mosquito in here, dude. That's insane. That's really good. Like all the betting all like betting all of like the stars to score is very, very profitable, which is cool. That means a lot of people probably won some good money. That's a sick parlay. Wish I would have tailed that. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like variance of just like, hey, like maybe these guys, they either don't get the goals or, you know, they get bounced early. With the case with like Germany, like if you took Germany overs or something, they probably all were dead. Let's get another Marvin share. Well, I mean, if we're saying what I said before, we just gotta lean into it at this point, right? I said, hey, like, running backs are overpriced. I'm gonna avoid this range of pushed up running backs. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna avoid it and play at the other side where I go. The later running backs that are more like unaffected, or the running backs that are pushed out a little bit because of like perceived risk. There was my voice again. I saw they got hammered on like the 2-goal parlay. That was pretty crazy. They had like the Mbappe, Holland, Messi, 2 goals each, or Kane, and that all hit. That was pretty crazy. All right, I mean, I think Dak is slightly more important than Herbert in this build. I mean, I want both, but I think I take Dak first. Mondre at pick 80. It's getting interesting, but he's still like he's like basically at the price he's normal at, so I'm not going to take him. Yeah, I'm going to go Dak here first. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I was saying, the method I was planning for the Eliminator, I guess kind of turned out. You could also do it this way, where you're like, hey, I'm just going to fade the early running backs, take them late because they're not pushed up artificially. And see how this one works. Usually it's really asking to donate money when you do 0B in this, but we're going to try it. Korma's first running back, I'm not that mad. I'll say that ends up being my first running back, though. Like a Dak, Mendoza. If Dak had like a week 11 bye, and then I could do Mendoza and Brissett, that would be kind of sick. They had Ball at 1.5 over goals scored. I was like, no way, that's right for a starting strike full tournament. That seems crazy to me. that is. I mean, I guess they assumed Yamal was going to score more. Maybe, I don't know. Yamal's line was probably way too high. I don't know. That's insane. Was Yamal score like 1 goal? I think. So whatever his line was probably high. I mean, well, when you get Ramondre at pick 90. I mean, I'm just gonna take him there. So maybe I got bailed out, but I'll take that all day. Like I'm not gonna turn my nose up at that. That's insane. What's Ramondre like fair price in like a regular contest? Just out of curiosity. I mean, it's got to be after that. 76. He went 89. Went 12 picks after ADP. Yeah, that's insane. And I'm happy about that. That was a nice pick. Yeah, give me Rico too. Wow. Okay, well, so what we gotta play this smart now. We gotta make sure we get this good running back. There's a really juicy running back range here that has some nice options. I need to make sure I get a couple of them. So whether that be Rico or Rashad White or Jordan Mason, I mean, I need one of them. If we miss Mahomes, we miss Mahomes. So be it. We still got Goff in our back pocket after that. So let's just at least get one of these running backs, and then we get Mahomes or Goff. I guess Brooks is fine. If Brooks is the only option available, I'll take Brooks, but I don't really want him right now. Not really a good team for Brooks. 3.5. Yeah. So yeah, what does he have? Like 1, maybe 2. He's got 1 or 2 goals, I think. I guess that's why. And then I don't know, like, was Torres expected to start early? I just can't think of like how that's even possible that he's 1.5 goals for the whole tournament. Good find though. That's insane. Stressing right now. All right, cool. All right, so I mean, no, I just don't. You don't fuck around. I need Mason on this team, and I don't fuck around. I'm not gonna mess around and miss out on. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get Mahomes, but I'd rather get Mason than miss out on Mahomes. I'd rather miss out on Mahomes than Mason. Yeah, that's good. That's a good price. Very, very good finds there. What was Messi and Mbappe? Like 3, 4.5 probably, I'm guessing. I'm guessing they were both like 4.5. Kane probably 3.5. All right. All right, at least give me Goff. Don't send me on Goff. That would really fuck me here. All right, I got Goff. Cool. So that's fine. I mean, it's a consolation prize. Obviously, you prefer Mahomes over Goff, but I needed Mason. I didn't want to miss out on Mason because if I didn't get Mason here, it gets really ugly quick. And now that I have these two, like these guys could hold the line for me for a few weeks as I get some other guys going. Like, I mean, 0 RB is just not going to be great in this contest because you really need the fast start. But with how good my tight end, quarterback, receiver going to be, definitely could work. So what's a good like stopgap player for this team? Definitely want to do a guy that doesn't have a week 14 bye. There's a few. There's not very much. Shakir, Higgins, Coker, Shaheed, Trey Tucker. I mean, it's pretty disgusting, honestly. We'll see what we can get. Messi 4.5, and Mbappe 5.5, Kane 3.5. Nice. It was probably. I mean, not that a half a goal was a big deal, but it was probably. I mean, it was probably barely hit, right? Mbappe just over, Kane just over. Suit. Just need them to play enough games and they'll get it. Even then, like Kane probably ran back. Like Kane, with the amount of games they played, he probably would have scored another goal in most outcomes. Golden Boot race. Oh, Messi's in the lead. I'm just gonna look. It's our tied right now. Yeah, I didn't realize Mbappe got to 8. Jesus. Never mind. Kane had 6. So I was way off. Those goals added up quick. Yeah, I was like almost a no sweat. I'm assuming that the Belgian guy was the last guy you needed. That's sick. Literally no sweat for you. All right, let's go. Yeah, Chris Rodriguez. Damn good pick here. And then give me one of these receivers in this window of like pretty solid receivers. Yeah, all day Chris Rodriguez here. I drive out state, put a parlay at the casino hotel we played at for 2 weeks for the World Cup. I went and just scrolled gold props on the kiosk for like 20 minutes, put that in. That's sick. I like being able to do it at the kiosk. It's kind of fun to come back in with your ticket. It's different, but it's cool. Not have it all attached to your phone nonstop. Kelsey goes, Coker goes, all my receivers are going to go. Yay or nay? Happy with Shaheed. Happy with Shakir. There goes Shakir. I'd be totally fine with Jeanty here. I mean, Ferguson's not bad either. It's kind of fun. Okay, never mind. Jeez, guys. Yeah, let's take Shahid. Get a lot of good stuff on Shahid lately. Just like his role wasn't defined last year because he showed up late. I mean, all stuff that makes definite sense. I still don't really understand why they couldn't implement him into the lineup to the team a little bit more, but I mean, it makes sense. They're hard to move to board a moving train, blah 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 blah, all that football shit, all that coach stuff. Like, yeah, I get it makes sense. I was like, teams are expected to go far. They're all starting. I thought Kane was 3.5 low too. Yeah, I mean that at a first glance that feels very low. I guess the only thing is like not every time in a big tournament like all of the stars like show up, and this tournament like it was like pretty clear, like it just immediately every star was scoring goals, and that is like rarer than you think because it's just so hard to score a goal. So the fact that every single star just kept on scoring over and over again, I guess a little bit of like a abnormality, but still insane prices. Like, I'll take my odds on like if I get to see Kane for 8, like what was that, like 6 games or 7 games, whatever they had, or 6, and he has to score 4 goals. I'll take that, especially with the earlier games being easier too. It's not like he's playing Argentina every game. It's hard to score. Like he's playing against some weaker opponents where he can pile up goals. Jonah Coleman's been getting some good stuff. We'll get Jonah Coleman on his team. Then we get Mendoza. Last tight end. What is our next tight end going to be? Who do we want? Schultz. Dulcich. Week 13, is Ferguson going to have the role we want? I mean, probably, yeah. I mean, if he's going to have a role, he's going to have it by week 13. Sadiq, if he's going to have a role, he's going to have it by week 13. Well, I don't want the double up that week 13, but... Gunnar Helm. I'll probably just rip Dulcich, honestly. Schultz goes. I can get a Jawan Johnson. Brent Strange, Sadiq. Oh, it's not fun. It's not a lot of fun stuff here. Let's get our quarterback first. Darnold at 133. Yeah, I was gonna say if Darnold falls to me at 161, he's just objectively a better pick than Mendoza. That's gonna maybe start later in the season, but now I don't have that choice, so doesn't matter now. That's funny. I love feeling that way because it's pretty rare you get to feel that way when you're looking at like a sports book. Mendoza, where you feel like, are you like, is this? When I clicked, first of all, I still have to look around for a second. I was gonna get jumped. Someone's gonna get me. Yeah, like that's rare to feel that way because the sports books are so sharp and they're always like seemingly just like always so accurate. But sometimes you look at something and you're like, that doesn't make any sense to me, and then you turn out to be so right. It's pretty what's the word? It's pretty gratifying in that moment where you're like, wow, I was very, very confident in this take, and it was very, very right. And the sports books were way off on the pricing. That's a really good feeling. I mean, he got that in like one game basically. But for every time that happens, there's sports books are right another 90 times, but it feels good to get one over on them here and there. Especially for a big win like you were able to cash. It's badass. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. I mean, do we just stop? Are we done at receiver? Do we get one more? Do we just load up at running back? We don't have a lot of picks left, so we probably stop at receiver. We gotta turn off the button there. Is Kamara a good eliminator pick? I don't have a lot of them, but I probably should take him, huh? I also want Dulcich, though. Dulcich first. If I get Kamara next, I'll take him. I doubt I will, but all right, let's do running back only. So 3 running back picks will go. It'll be a 3-7-6, 3-7-6-2. See what we can get. We're just gonna kind of go all the dart throws you could think of. We're gonna get them all, and we're gonna try our best to find guys that are gonna score points for us. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a push-pull there. And it makes sense that that's the push-pull. Yamal, I figured, was the main one. 4.5 goals. Seems about right. Or 3.5. And then Nico, yeah, I mean, Nico's a big thing because Nico just didn't play. And if whatever he was predicted for, basically those goals were just not there. I would have thought Ball would have started regardless. But maybe if Nico is healthy, Torres was in form, maybe they don't start him. I don't know. I don't actually know the answer to that question, but Jaden Blue. I just think Bigsby's like a better pick. I think Blue probably has a decent path. I don't know. I feel like Bigsby it feels like a bad eliminator pick because what is he gonna do early? Probably nothing. But I also think the way that team operates, they're down to run the ball 30 times a game. They give him 10 touches a game. Give me those 10 touches. He might punch in a touchdown. Give Barkley 20 carries or 18 carries, 2 catches, whatever. Throw Bigsby a dump off and nine rushes in a game because they run it 30 times a game. I'm fine with that. If they're up 20 on the Giants and Bigsby comes in to ice the game. I feel like that's going to happen more than a time or two in the season. And then obviously if you got the out if Barkley gets hurt, then you're just looking at a very good pick. Just because I think he's the clear 2, would get a lot of the work, probably 80%, 75%. That feels good. Definitely want Lloyd on this team. Lloyd Allen has been kind of my safe keeps. I just keep on falling back to them every single draft because I feel like they both are relatively live for early roll. And I like taking them, especially on zero RB teams. Getting them feels really good compared to any of the other options down here. Mike Washington, pretty much a pure handcuff for me and might not even be the primary handcuff. Justice Hill, I just never take Justice Hill, but maybe he's just a fine pick. Should be taking him probably more. I'm on the I'm on the Kalen Black over Jordan James until further notice. Yeah, Singleton, I had a ton of taking my foot off the gas there. Feel like there's some pretty bad coach speak there. That he could just be definitely in a worse spot in terms of right this second, in terms of what he could do compared to Katron Allen. So I'd rather take Katron now. Another good team. Pretty excited about this one. This is probably going to get bounced in week 1, but don't let this team make it to week. All I'm saying is don't let this team make it to week 6, or don't let this team make it past week 5, and we'll see what it can do after that. But this team is this team's hey, I'm gonna make it to week 4 at most and then lose, or this team's gonna make it till week 15 or something. It's no in between. Very boom bust team. All right. Well, there's tons of running backs, so hopefully it takes a different guy. Okay. Yeah, give me Lloyd. Tucker would be good too, I feel but I want Lloyd on this team. Just Lloyd, just stay healthy. Challenge impossible. Stay healthy for 10 games. Stay healthy for 10 games. Is that something that could be done? Because I think if that's something he could do, he might have fantasy value for 10 weeks. If he wants to get hurt, then if that's what happens, I get it. I mean, it's hard. It's something something he's been dealing with. Is it luck? Is it injury prone? Who knows? Unlucky? Is it injury prone? I don't know. Hopefully, it's just super unlucky, and he can kind of get his career back on path. Like, I want to see him play. We haven't got to see him play. They like him for a reason. I like to see him play more. I like seeing every player play. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. So, yeah. But I know it's going to happen because people get, not him specifically, but players get hurt. It's just part of the game, the nature of the game we play. But I don't want to see it. I want to see him play. So, let's get Cage on here. Wrap this team up in a good way. I'll take I guess I'll take like Kalani or something, Sean Tucker, Mike Washington. Mike Washington probably be an interesting one, but I want Kitron. We get Kitron. So this Eliminator team, second one of the day with my free ticket. Thank you, Underdog, for the free ticket. Really like having those do 4, get 1 ticket. Those are nice. Hopefully they keep doing that stuff. Very, very good stuff. We got Dak, Goff, Mendoza, Ramondre Stevenson, Jordan Mason, Chris Rodriguez, Jonah Coleman, Tank Bigsby, Marshawn Lloyd, and Katron Allen. We got CeeDee Lamb, Rashee Rice, Lad McConkey, Jameson Williams, Marvin Harrison, Rashid Shaheed, and then at tight end we got Bowers Dulcich. So very, very much different team than I'm used to in the Eliminator, but I do like what we accomplished here. I think this is a team that, like I said, very boom bust team, could be out in week 1 or 2. Or I think they could make a run in the Eliminator. So, all right, 2 BBMs and we're headed on out. Yeah, looks like we'll be getting about 2 hours of streaming in. That'll be nice. I plan to do one more stream this weekend. We'll see Saturday or Sunday. One of those 2 days we'll do something, and that'll be it for a week. And then we'll be back grinding again as soon as we're back, and it'll be almost like back. We're almost there. Let's rip some Persona music. All right, can we get I don't really care, honestly. I'll take Chase. I'm fine with that. Like a little bit low Chase, so I'll take whatever the top 3 they're gonna give me. A lot of no badges in this room. Holy crap! Did I hit a good time, or is this room just a secret sharp room? A lot of no badges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I'm the nerd in the room, huh? Fine with that. Gibbs goes, and I assume Bijan will go. I'll take Chase. That's fine. All right. I said those are weird reports. Entrenched at top wide receiver room for Jamar Chase. Why is that even something that needs to be reported? Jason goes. So Puka after JSN. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what JT. This is when, like, I always want to be the guy that's getting the extra value. I don't want to be the guy that's just getting the normal ADP. I want to get the guy that's getting the value here. Like, let me get Puka at 6. Like, let me be that guy this room. But you never know what's going to happen. Puka goes 6. You can go sit down, please. All right. JJ goes at 10. JT goes 11. Barkley Walker, turn. One thing I want to focus on in this draft, I want to try to get, if I can, I want to get as much like 16, week 15, 16, 17 overall. Like, let me get as much of it as I can. Doesn't have to be like one over the other one. I just want it as much as I can in general. Overlap of playoff correlation. AJ Brown. I know what I want right now. I mean, people, no badge will tend to do some interesting stuff. Maybe they'll let him go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Stark. Yes. Yeah, I don't care. I'll take him. Chase Bowers to start. Thank you very much. I'll take that all day. And then this is a good time to, like, since Zay's moving up the board anyways, this is probably the time to take Zay. Because the only way you would have gotten Chase and Zay together was if you got him at 46. I don't know. Probably was going there at some point. But not very much. Like, he's been going in like the 30s for most of the summer so far. And he's going to continue to be in the 30s. But looks like he's going to move to the 20s, really. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. He's about to sign a contract. He's definitely going to move up again because people love doing that when they sign contracts. The teams are already on. They like to move up in price. So, all right, yeah, Chase, Flowers, and Bowers. Ooh, I like the rhyming there quite a bit too. Brees Hall goes. All right. So bucket list guy, we want Waddle. Waddle would be sick at 46, but he's been going up in price. Now we're gonna get him. Terry's cool. It's probably like a Monty type team, maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll get Neighbors to fall or something. Let's see what's available. Maybe Josh Allen will fall or something. We'll have a couple different options. Second to last draft of the day. One more. We're gonna do one more BBM after this. This is our BBM number 1 of the stream. We did 2 eliminators before this. Both went pretty well. Pretty happy with the way those teams went. I keep forgetting they have the regular season payouts as well. Definitely nice when you get a nice payout in those, because those will make a big difference when you're making your money back. The Neighbors goes 35. Not even a chance to get him, huh? Lad goes. Yeah, I'm not getting Waddle. It's pretty shocked. There's no way I'm getting him. Burden, McLaurin, Scatabo. I don't have a lot of, but apparently with this combo players, I have a ton of them. So maybe better to not grab him here. Monty would be kind of fun here. Endo. I don't have like any Judkins. Was one offside goal away from hitting a BR2. Pissed I didn't have a final team, but made me love Underdog more than they did all the face-offs. So it was a fun few weeks. Yeah, no, they... I did. It was like a pleasant surprise, right? Like I did not expect them to do it at all, and I'm really glad they did. kind of came out of nowhere. It's like next thing you know, the World Pup Live. Actually, I guess there was rankings for a little bit, so I guess it was kind of written. But yeah, it was cool to see them support it. I didn't expect it for sure, so any bonus like that is cool. Terry goes. I was kind of hoping to get him. Pern's just such a fun pick. He really is. It's really hard for me not to take Bird in. Was getting a lot of Bucky, like primarily at the 60s. He's kind of like steadied out now. Just another one of those guys like that went down in price for, I mean, realistically not much of a reason, but happy to take a little bit of discount on him. Now, Loveland comes back to me at the turn. That does make things pretty interesting in towards like the double stack, but with Bowers, it's fun, but doesn't really feel worth it. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll consider it. Oh, Zay's a better pick, actually. Never mind. Or Lamar's a better pick, realistically. Fuck, of course he's here. How many? Nah, you take Lamar here every time. I mean, you don't have to take Lamar there. You could take him the next pick, but you just don't take. Like I would take Loveland there if I didn't have Bowers, like a 1,000,000%, but like not really needed in this case. It's interesting, but like that, it's fun to do that. Like I said, it's super fun to do teams like that. But that's like when you take yourself down a path where you're like, okay, well, go ahead and lower my advance rate to like 5% now because I'm doing something really wacky. But it did sound fun. It did, but it's not. I didn't really want to do it. Put the chips on the table. I wasn't feeling it. Loving goes 55. See, I would have loved that. That's great. CMC Waddle. That's nice. Nice, dude. But like I want Lamar would say most of the time, not every time. I get the chase bring back. That's like sick. And who knows, maybe we'll get Rowan coming back, but probably not. Take Marvin here every time if I can. Not a lot of running backs here that I feel great about. All right, Thomas goes. Yeah, Bucky was just like routinely going in the 60s for like a 2-week period, and now he's just back to. He's not as high as he was, but he's definitely moved back up. Daniels. I guess the problem is I just did something like that I thought was being unique, but it probably really isn't now because everyone's going to be doing this setup. But it's going to be, I don't know, it might not be that popular. Maybe they won't go up that much more, but as he continues to move up, it'll be very natural just to pair them together. So my thesis wasn't really that strong there, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's just a low. Doesn't really matter just because I was trying to get a player I liked anyways in Zay, so it doesn't really matter. But definitely food for thought. There's like, if you are going to push someone up, think about like where they probably already are about to go, and sometimes it ends up being a bad pick to move them up. What a disgusting turn here. Jeez Louise, man. That makes me sick to my stomach. Every player I wanted just got sniped there. Like I would have took any of these three, and I didn't get any of them. I didn't want any of the guys on the board. That's disgusting. Wow. Wow. Anyways. I don't really like, let's do like a Tennessee backstack type of thing, maybe. God, I hate the corruptions price so much. Whatever. Take Washington when he falls. This is a guy I'm not gonna have a lot of. Take him when he falls. Probably should stack him, honestly. Man, that is that is not. I do not like doing that. I do not like taking part in Washington, man. But hey, sometimes that's what the board gives you. You just gotta sometimes take what's given to you. Man, that guy's kind of interesting here, yeah. The next pick here. All right. Ramondre off the board. So everything's been pretty normal in this room. There's been like a little bit of weird stuff at the beginning, but otherwise been pretty normal. QJ and Herbert at the turn there. See the lag as well. And a lag. Here goes T-Law. I was kind of hoping he'd come back to me. I suppose that was probably not likely at 94, but had hopes there. We want one of these top 4 running backs pretty badly here. Should be able to snipe one of them. Another team we want Mason on. Just never lines up the way I want. I have to take him at 99 probably to get him. Which I don't think I want to do. I guess why not? What's the... Like, how stupid is this? Like, give me like Casey Concepcion, Boston, Fannin, and then go Cleveland quarterback at the end. Like, how crazy is that? Is that really crazy? Is that really dumb? Or is that kind of fun? My gut tells me that's pretty fun. Like, just thinking about it objectively, that sounds very fun to do, and I kind of want to do it. This feels like one of those like things that like we're not gonna know who the actual starter is, and I mean it doesn't matter, probably not until like coming up on week 1. I don't think we're gonna know a single thing until then. Right, we have Monungai and Burden. That's something definitely intriguing to me. Like that is it's a fun thought experiment there. Yeah, like I don't think if one is announced the starter, they will get drafted more for sure. But like I think they both probably play this year at some point. Who plays first? Probably Watson. Who plays second? Probably Shadur. Do they both play? Probably. Are they both going to be drafted at any point? Like 100%? Probably not. Also, so it's definitely interesting. And now that idea is in my head, I'm going to do it. So. I don't know how far I'm gonna stack it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that. Like what I just said, I'm gonna try it. We need probably 3 more receivers. We're done at tight end with Bowers and Fannin, classic combo from last year. We're gonna stack up Cleveland more and just play both quarterbacks. Not gonna be a weird one, but we're gonna get Watson and Shadur at like lower ownership. We're gonna get whoever ends up being valuable there alongside Lamar. There's worse things I could do. But the other thing I need to do is figure out running back really badly. Before I worry about that too much, I need to figure out running back real bad. But I'm not leaving this draft without Casey Concepcion. Now Mason and Concepcion are available. We're gonna have a bit of a predicament, but I hope one of them's there. I could live without Concepcion but it's not really, yeah. Like, I'm stacking Cleveland because I want to have the Concepcion upside. Really, I might just not do what I was planning to do if I don't get him. So, let's see. We'll play it by ear. What can we change now, music-wise? Let's go. Let's drop that for now. Kobe Myers goes. Cade goes. There goes Mason. Okay, there's one off the board that I wanted. We'll see. It's gonna be a sweat. Okay. All right. Crisis averted. We got Casey Concepcion on the team. So now I think we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have I don't know if it's fun or not, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for sure. What else can we do here? Andrews is interesting. A guy like Shakir on this team just to kind of like round out my points. I do want Boston still, so I probably just grab a running back, just reach for someone I like. Guess you could do C-Rod. I mean, it's good to take either Jags running back at this point. C-Rod's at a really good price. I'm fine taking him. I'm fine being overweight both Jags running backs. I think that's a totally fine way to play it. There might be only one winner, but if you have both of them, you have both of them, and it's probably smart. All right. So we gained a tight end spot. We're only doing 2 with Bowers. Obviously, we did spend a lot of capital, but totally fine. We're gonna use 2 quarterback slots, which is gonna weaken something. So we're probably just going to be ultra thin at receiver with Chase, Flowers, Burden, Parker Washington, Casey Concepcion, and Boston. And we're going to go 2 quarterbacks, rest receiver. So it'll be another 3-7-6-2 build. Pollard, Monangai as my top 2. So like a 0 RB build built in a very weird way. I'd say the only like thesis that's kind of bad is like I'm taking a Cleveland stack late because I hope it's like a late hit where like Casey Concepcion and Fan and Smash probably performs like a little bit better on like a zero on like a it performs better on like a running back team that's heavy because I already have the running back points. I'm trying to scoop receiver points with the stack, and I might already have good receiver points with who I have already with Chase Flowers and Burden and stuff. It's like I might be getting the big value of Casey Concepcion, Fan, and Boston being awesome smashes, but I'm not getting the benefit of it because my running backs suck and my receivers are already really good. So definitely something to think about is like, had I went early quarterback, it probably, or early running back, probably made more, it would have made more like cohesive sense from like a build perspective to go that route instead. Because I don't know if I need these receiver points. If I get the spikes, I get the spikes that are helpful, but I might not need the big receiver points because I already have a big receiver score built in with my top 4. And whereas my running backs need help a lot, and then I'm not able to get the help in the same way, but it could work out fine. I mean, you get massive spikes from Cleveland. For some reason, they get big spike weeks later in the season, and then I just get like usable scores at running back throughout the year. Maybe can pick a breakout here with one of my picks as well. I have 4 more running back bullets. I can make it respectable though. Heise definitely makes some sense. Jenna Coleman. Let's do Boston and then Jonah Coleman. Or not Jonah Coleman, Tyjae Spears if available. If not, I'll do Coleman. Okay, so we don't need tight end anymore. We're done at tight end. I think it comes together pretty well. It's not a perfect team, but I think it could come together in a pretty strong way here. We take Tennessee backfield, so we're like, okay, we have Tennessee backfield. Take a guy that could legit be the 2 guys that could be the running back 1 by end of season. Could even be the running back 1 early in a weird scenario, but possible. I think receiver is probably a good way to stop. Is if I go an extra receiver, I'm going to be really playing with fire at running back, where I'm going to be like, wow, your receivers are good, but your receivers are the best in the league, but too bad your running backs are awful. Oh, your tight ends are really good. Too bad your running backs are awful. It's like just the running backs could ruin this team. Let's not let that happen by taking an extra receiver when I don't necessarily need it. Really, the quarterback's probably the extra quarterback I'm deciding to take is probably like the worst pick I could take. But the way I'm building this team, I kind of like having both. So like I replace Watson with an extra running back maybe makes a big difference, but I'm just going to play that the 7 I have are going to be enough to fill 2 spots every week, and then I could win every other position pretty handily. All right, Bixby, Jonah Coleman, Sampson. A lot of good options down here that I like. Jeremy Bernard, Tucker. I like what I got cooking here, though. All right, see if anyone's doing crazy too. 3 quarterback with Hurts. Yeah, no one's doing anything too crazy. It looks like a lot of people are pushing tight end a little bit. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of this is a sharp rim. Seems like no one's like going overboard on running back. Like people are slowing down. They're not pressing the button over and over again. This guy went McBride, Laporta. I went Bowers, and yeah, that's interesting. We both went heavy tight end there. Pitts, likely Henry. Yeah, I mean these are good teams people are making here. I don't see any like crazy ones. Well done, people. Well done. Yeah, but I'm okay with Coleman or Bigsby here. I'm gonna go Coleman, and I would gladly take Bigsby, but I think I might just shit. Are we just gonna grab every Cleveland Brown on the board? We might. We might. Good jaded blue team though, potentially. Marshawn Lloyd. Let's go Samson. You know, when you have 5 Browns on your team, you know it's a good team, right? Okay, so no late Baltimore receiver this time. We're going 2 quarterbacks, 1 more running back. The last running back's probably Lloyd or Allen or the other Allen. I think I like Lloyd is like the probably go Lloyd first and then Katron. I think just Lloyd still has like the small out where he could literally start week 1. Katron does not have that out in any way, shape, or form. Like 90% of the possibilities he does not have that. 90% of the outcomes does not have that reality. But Marshawn Lloyd has a small chance of that being the case. So I'll go Lloyd over Allen on this team. And then we double up quarterback and have a good time. Watching this team be crazy weird all season. Didn't end up getting as much correlation as I wanted, but I did kind of do something weird with this team. So I suppose that makes sense. I went off the rails in this one. Sometimes you just gotta let me cook, and sometimes I cook some weird stuff up. So 3372. I got a 1661. Yeah, I mean, we get 2 good draft capital rookies on the same team. We get Parker Washington, the breakout candidate. Burden, the breakout candidate. Zay, the breakout candidate. Chase, the hero receiver there. Lamar. We got Fannin and Bowers. Really good receiver or tight end room. Okay. Not my favorite team I've built, but not my least favorite either. That counts for anything. All right, last draft of the day coming up next. Let's get ready to join that room on my phone. Yep, there it is. BBM bonus entry. Fantastic stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope I don't get sniped on one of these Browns quarterbacks, but that shouldn't happen. I don't know why. I have like every Brown in the book right now, so hopefully no one snipes me. But I'm like everyone but Judkins and Judy have every other Brown. Yeah, I mean the P-Wash like maybe he's just like gonna be a fine guy because he's gonna have some nice weeks, but he could legit just be a smash. But he just feels he could be a smash, yes. But I also my gut is he's massively overpriced and should not be anywhere near this area. Just like a flash in the pan type of guy. But no way to know. All right, Marshawn Lloyd's good. All right, so we got Marshawn Lloyd on the team. That gives us Pollard, Monungai, Rodriguez, Spears, Jonah Coleman, Sampson, and Lloyd. Which I feel pretty good about all of it. It's just, it's not my favorite. Now percent falls when I don't want to take them, right? Like I had the opportunity to take percent in the last 2 drafts, especially that eliminator one, and I got sniped. Now he's just falling to 190, or now he's falling. Well, he went out. I guess he's going a lot earlier in the eliminator, so fine. I won't get mad then. I won't get mad then. It's really hard to call a brown stack fun, but this is pretty fun, I think. 0 RB, stacking up the browns, hoping they're better than expected. You know. There's worse ways to play things. I wish this was like this. This should have been. This name should be Marvin Harrison or something, because I got sniped on like 3 guys I wanted in that range, and I ended up with Parker Washington. But I don't want 0, and there's another share. So congrats to me. Another Parker Washington share. Tyquan Thornton, Bray Allen. I had to rub my eyes. Getting sleepy. This draft's just so calming, you know. Very calming to listen to that music and do a best ball draft. Makes you ready to go to bed, apparently. All right. Stay locked in for this last draft of the day. We'll play some arcade music too. All right, BBM bonus entry. Enter. Waiting for 1. And my last pick will be redacted. We got Lamar Jackson, Shadur Sanders, Deshaun Watson, Tony Pollard, Kyle Monangai, Chris Rodriguez, Tajay Spears, Jonah Coleman, Dylan Sampson, Marshawn Lloyd for running back room, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Burden, Parker Washington, Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Bowers, and Fannin for my tight ends. Very, very fun squad there. We are already back in. We got the 104. We got the winner from, I think, 2 years ago. All right, we got some gamers in here. Change that. I needed to change that. That was a mistake. Go. We're going to change the music to Gibbs goes. Who we getting this time, boys? Oh, okay. Well, another Jamar Chase team to make my ownership very, very even in that regard. So, cool. Chase at 4. Let's do it. Monra goes at 7. Cannot wait for the season to start, man. We're 1.5 months away. I think I saw like Scott Hansen's like, see you in 6 weeks or something. That's crazy. Let's see, let's look. 19th, 26th, 2nd, 3rd. What is it? September 6th is the start of the season. First week 1 NFL 2026. September 13th. So I guess it's like 7 weeks, 7 or 8 Sundays away. Man. 9. I guess it's 9. A little bit farther than I thought it was, but 9, but 8 till the first game, and then once the first game hits, then you're kind of just like, the season's here, because it's just every 2 games: Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football, and then there's like usually a random day in there where they play another game, like a Tuesday or something, or play a game on Friday night or whatever. That's a common one. Sunday morning, watch the London games or the ones in other countries. Always hoping to get basically any chance I can get the Chase Henry, I will take it. If I can't get Chase Henry, I'll probably go. I'll go whatever running back's there if any of those 3 are there. If not, I'm going Nico. So let's see what the board gives me. Chan, I probably will take a 21 if that's who's available. Let me get Henry. If not, I'll do Nico, but I'll take Henry here. All right. No fun for me. All right, I'll do Nico. Chase Nico. Do a little another 0 RB. Is that what we're feeling like right now? Puka Bowers. I'd like to get a Gibbs Bowers team. I feel like that shouldn't be that hard to do. I probably have one, but I would like to get more of that because that's a fun combo. So we got Gibbs, Pickens, Kyron, Bijan, Love, and assuming a receiver. Olave. I was hoping to join the party, man. I wanted to get that combo because I don't feel like it's very common. And that would have been fun. But all right, whatever. We'll go Brees. I don't have a Brees Chase team either, so let's rectify that. Yeah, no Brees Chase, so let's rectify that for sure. So Brees, Nico, Chase. Don't have any Brees, Nico, or don't have a Chase, Nico. I'm assuming I have Brees. Yeah, Brees with Nico, but no Chase, Brees, and no Chase, Nico. So combo's winning again there. But I want to get Rice there because I didn't get really any when he was cheapest at his cheapest price, and not like he's gone up like 5 rounds or anything, but I definitely missed out on probably the most opportune time to buy him, a guy that I'm not that into. So that was probably a slight leak, but I'm okay not having a bunch of them. It's not like he went up 10, like years prior, he was like 8th round pick and then ended up being a 2nd round pick. That's a big difference compared to like being a 4th round pick, and now he's it was probably like he was like a mid 3rd, and now he's a late 2nd. So that's not that big of a gap there. It's definitely something, but it's not enough to get worried about. Garrett Wilson. Yeah, like I'm gonna be having trouble not picking up a bunch of ETN with this drop from the Chimera stuff. I don't really know if it's correct for him to be dropping. I don't really feel like it is, but it seems like he will be dropping in price. Again, I'm just gonna have trouble getting Waddle these days now. I wanted to get more Waddle, but I'll get more. But yeah, 11% Waddle is not. If Waddle's gonna be moving up price a lot, Waddle at 11% is not the ownership I was hoping to have of him. I will say that I'll say that for sure. All right, well, we're at another. Let's go Adams this time. Yeah, I'm fine taking him there. So Adams, maybe get like a Bucky type coming back. Bucky Tootin type coming back. So overall we have 14% Waddle, which is a little bit better. And then preseason we have like 16% Waddle, 18% Waddle. And then Eliminator we have 14%. I mean, yeah, we're overweight in every category there. Almost double the field on all Waddles, but if he's moving up like a round or two, I wanted to have more bags, because those are the kind of guys I will continue to take, but I'm also down to to pump the brakes on those kind of players too. Let's go Bucky at 52 here. Brees, Bucky. All these running backs were intriguing to me. I would have liked Monty there. And maybe Monty was the pick there, but I don't know. Not really. Maybe Monty's the pick there. Maybe he's not. I don't know. I've got enough Monty, and I got 9% Monty, which is probably more than I thought I would have at this point. So I'm not gonna force it. I like Bucky way more, so make sure I get more Bucky. It's the things I want to be sure of. Like, I might like a player, I might be willing to take a player, but if I like a player a lot more, I shouldn't be like, oh, I need to take more Monty, and then I'm like, okay, well, if you don't take more Monty, you're gonna have not very much Bucky, and you love Bucky, or you like this player. It doesn't have to be Bucky, to be any player, but like if you're specifically only picking a player because you're like, I probably should do it, and you're sacrificing yourself getting more ownership to a guy, or as much ownership as you want on another guy, it's a good process play, but you should probably be sure your like gut calls are like definitely expressed in your ownership. Like if you want to be taking a high stand on Bucky, and you have like 8% of them, and you stop taking him, that's gonna feel pretty bad once the season starts and he ends up doing good like you hoped. You're like, why did I not take more of the guy I love taking? You know, just don't fall yourself into that trap. Unless you're just like, well, whatever, I don't care what happens, because I have a lot of exposure to a lot of players and I'm not really worried about it. It could also be your mindset too, but my mindset is like, if I want to be in on a guy, I want to be in on them, and if I have 25% of them, I'm happy to do that. But I'm not going to be like, I don't want to be short on a guy. Like, sure, there's always going to be a guy you're like, I wish I did more because they're smash and I only have 20%. That's going to happen, but I don't want to be sitting there with like 5% of a guy or 6 or 8% of a guy I like love, and I'm just sitting there kind of like wishing I had more, because that's just a mistake at that point. It's not even me. It's just me making misplays. Like, I wanted a guy with more ownership and I didn't do it. That's fully my fault there. All right, so we got Stroud, or we're gonna have Stroud probably eventually. Nico, Marvin, so far. Not a lot of jag stacking I can do now. Like no T-Law. I wonder why that is. Good team to try to get my exposure to the guys I don't have a lot of, such as Brissett. We're gonna go Warren. I'm pretty much just like these guys that don't have a lot of. If I'm gonna get them at like a pretty massive ownership, like a massive discount, I'm just gonna take it. Like a Warren round after ADP, pick 76. Great, wonderful. I'll take it. You know. So he gets the double. So hurts double. Okay. So we have Brees, Bucky, Chase, Nico. Like this is kind of a traditional type of team here. It's like you get your receivers, you get some running backs that you like, and then you get ideally an early tight end and play it from there. I like to start because I do like this range of running back when they're not pushed up. I like this range from Hall to Hendo, Hall to Tootin. Really, I like it. All right, Josh Downs. Now now that double stack is kind of interesting, I guess. Downs, Warren. Definitely don't have a lot of that. Oh yeah, I really wanted Harvey there. Okay. Plenty of worthy. Of course, it takes Downs. All right, let's get Corum. Love Corum too on this team. Just getting a lot of guys I like on this team with Devontae Adams and Warren. Definitely like doing that. Like, give me a team of guys I like with a few that I don't take a lot of, I don't like as much. Adams is just a pure like, yeah, this could be the year. Like, he kind of showed some signs last year of like not having the same stuff. Like, he just touchdown person. Like, he scored a bunch of touchdowns. Can that happen again? Yeah. Did he pay off? Yes, last year. I don't really think it was a massive payoff, especially later in the year. Could he easily pay off? Yeah, he's a beast. He's like one of the best receivers ever in the NFL. But there's definitely some risk there, and I've been taking my foot off that this year. So close to getting Rice. I could have had Mahomes right here, and then that would have been nice, but it's all right. What do we think? I think if you just give me Holmes at pick 100, I'm just gonna take him. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna miss out on Worthy, but I think you just give me Holmes at pick 100. I'm gonna take it. So this is easily like a Like, the way you could build a Mahomes team is easily do 3 quarterbacks, and now I don't have to really worry about it that much. So this would be like a Stroud per set Mahomes team or something. Probably where we're kind of angling at this point. All right, on the clock here. I mean, we could go Stafford, I guess, if he's just going to be sitting here. Oh, my God, this dude, bro. Oh, my God. We don't want to unstep Mahomes. Let's go that way first. So, Warren, Kelsey, Mahomes. Don't need stack Mahomes, but definitely prefer to have him that way. Now, I mean, there's a world. I mean, most guy probably takes some Western GA. Assume he takes Stafford at 123. If not, I will gladly step on that. Grab him. I mean, when we get to Mason, and we have 7% Mason, it's not that bad. Considering how far behind I was, I'm gonna still have more chances to get him, but yeah, a little bit annoying there. I'm ready to get over this cold, man. It's brutal. All right, we got Higgins. Let's go Higgins. You do Schultz too. If you want? Yeah, let's do this. Should be able to get Stroud at 141. We can't. We'll be all right. Okay. Running back feels fine still. Brees, Bucky, Corum. Those 3 feel really good. Who do we want to tack on to this kind of team? Doesn't really matter. I like anything, really. Keaton Mitchell will probably be pretty fun too. Don't have much of him right now. Yeah, I think I want Keaton Mitchell. I need to make sure I'm getting Keaton Mitchell. I don't really want to have not. I don't want to be underweight Keaton Mitchell, I don't think. Diggs. C-Rod. Yeah, I'm ready for these free agents to sign because there's going to be some pretty good wrinkles. I think for me, it's really like who's going to the Raiders, if anyone at all. If no one goes to the Raiders, that means like start taking whatever Raiders you want even more. Naylor, Mayer, Tucker, all those guys are even more in play. Maybe even Besh. But once you get after that point, like there's other teams like Commanders, then like maybe Antonio Williams is a better pick. There's quite a bit of dominoes still to fall. All right, so who's the prio here? I don't believe either of these guys will be taking Stroud from me. So I'll do... yeah, we'll see what's there. Elger's probably going to take him because he's been taking everything I want right now. There goes Keith Mitchell. Okay. I want Stroud first. And then I want Schultz, I think, next. Yeah. Okay, so I need to get more. Keaton Mitchell. Chase, Nico, Devontae, Harrison, Higgins at receiver right now. I mean, 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends is probably a mistake on this team. I feel like I don't need Schultz on this team. Just don't play Schultz on this team. It doesn't need Schultz. Warren and Kelsey's fine. Plenty of capital. Let's not do Schultz because that really, I think, messes up my build. Because I don't need double quarterback and tight end on this team. Let's run with yeah, Trey Tucker's a fun pick on this team, though. I'll do that. Maybe a guy like Mike Washington would be another guy that might be interesting too. We can get Algier, we can get Bigsby, B-Rob, Sampson. Maybe we could do the Emmett Johnson thing. Don't really like it that much. There's plenty in here that I can do though, so we'll mess around with it. Probably 6 running backs on this team. Probably like a 3-6-7-2 this time. 3-6-7-2. That makes sense. 1 more receiver, probably totally fine. Stroud, Mahomes, Brissett, great. Stop at 2 tight ends. Don't need to go 3 on this one. So, okay. I think I like that decision more. Because once you kind of lay it out and you do double onesies, double 3 at onesies, it really squeezes your team. Makes your team feel really thin when you go that heavy on the onesies. That's why if you go like 4 tight ends and 3 quarterbacks, it feels disgusting because you're leaving yourself super thin. Like, which it could work if your capital's all concentrated early with the running backs and receivers, but a lot of times you end up with like a really weak running back room that's like not enough volume at receiver, and you feel a little bit naked there. Brissett's like a pick I'd take at 1. Yeah, Brissett's like 2 rounds away. Just gonna load up on running back here. Okay. A couple targets I have: Pearsall, Ferguson, and Mitchell. All guys that definitely have the upside to bury me, and I don't want to be left in the dust there. And they're not expensive picks, so I don't really have a problem taking more of it. 2. What the hell? I like talk myself into picks that I'm like actually kind of like starting to get excited for, and then I end up getting sniped on it. whatever. I'm like, all right, Algier actually makes sense of this team, and this guy takes one running back. It's not like he's making a bad team, and I would never, not that you can't, I mean, everyone gets lucky. You get lucky if you win a big tournament, it's just how it is, but I'm never gonna, like, disrespect a winner of the whole tournament. Yeah, you have to get lucky, but, like, I'm always gonna give respect. Like, hey, like, that's awesome. You won the fucking best Ball Mania. You get all the respect from the world from me. Ray Davis. Just a handcuff ass team, I think. I don't know. There's not much here that I like. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he just ends up with a good receiver core or a solid receiver core and picks up a lot of values. Gets Hurts double stacked. I like the team. So, but yeah, if you win Best Ball Mania, you'll always have my respect. If no one admits that there's luck, then people are just lying to themselves. So I have all the respect in the world. Just like, hey, like, fair play. It's extremely hard to do it. No matter how many entries you have, it's extremely hard. And if you're able to do it, pull it off, you're going to be one of the very few people that have ever done it. And you deserve a lot of respect for that. Obviously, 10, 15 years from now, there's more winners, blah, 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 blah. Still, being one of the winners any year is a massive, massive, massive feat. So, very cool. Congrats to him again. I would be ecstatic to get just the finals of this damn thing. Or, you know, make it to the finals, get a top 5 finish would be even more crazy. But let's start with just getting the finals. This will be the first year I max it. Hopefully we can get a finals ticket. That would be a very, very cool thing. So whatever happens from there is gravy. Washington, Set, Allen, Jalen Allen. Stroud. Doza. Scope or Set? What's our last receiver going to be? This is a fun team to do Tank Dell, or is that kind of overkill? It's tempting. It's very tempting to go Tank Dell, though. It really is. Oh, he went, so I can't even hurt myself with that decision anyways. All right, well, we'll see what running back we want then. We have Chase, Nico, Adams, Harrison. This is like a rookie. We need to do a rookie because that's like the only thing that fits this mold. Let's do Chris Brazell. Either that or a Ravens guy. We do have Chase. Let's do Lane. How much lane do I have with Chase? I have 25. Oh, no. Yeah, no lane with Chase. Yeah, we'll do Lane. I'm sure I have a Surratt with Chase, I'm guessing. Yeah, I do. Yeah. All right, Katron, Kalen Black. I guess we're gonna go handcuff season on this team. Bigsby, Davis, Black. Give me one of those guys to pan out, and then Bucky, Corum, Brees just kind of do their job there. Keep me afloat. Team's pretty interesting here. We got Mahomes, Stroud, Brissett at quarterback. I think I like that. Got them all stacked in some capacity. I like having 3. I like getting Brissett. I feel like his points are kind of just like gravy, especially if Mahomes gets to a slow start. Maybe he doesn't really get going to week 5. having Brissett there is going to help a ton with Stroud. Stroud double stacked up with their expected top 2 options in the receiving game. Nico Higgins, Chase, of course. We got Adams. Hopefully he can run it back, score a bunch of touchdowns again, have a good year. One of the best receivers in the league I've ever seen. Hopefully he can run it back for another year. Trey Tucker, nice little bring back to like Arizona stuff. It's mainly the only reason I took him. Warren fell to me. Only reason I took him, and then I got Kelsey stacked from Holmes. I don't hate it. I don't like it that much. I do feel like I got sniped a lot on some players I liked, such as Downs. I wanted Algier on this team. Who else sniped me? Not everyone's on my list this draft. Oh, he took Mason too. Mason I really wanted. I was hoping to get Mason. But no, I didn't get sniped that much. It wasn't too bad. I say that about getting sniped here at the end, but I like what I got here. We got yep, there it is. There it is. Oh my god, that makes me sad. I guess we could do fudge, man. Crap. That's very tilting. S equals GOAT. What's up, Christopher? I'm about to sign off for the day, but I appreciate you stopping in, bro. Messi's been awesome, man. I got to see him in person. I got to see him play in person. I feel very, very, very blessed to be able to have done that. Very, very cool stuff. Let's do Bateman or Brazil. Let's do Brazil. Brazel, whatever. All right. Running backs are Brees, Bucky, Corum, Bigsby, Davis, Kalen Black. And then we have receivers. We have Chase, Nico, Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison, Jaden Higgins, Trey Tucker, Chris Brazell. Tight ends we have Warren and Kelsey. I like it. There's definitely some pieces I would have liked to have that I didn't get. But I think like the way I built the team, 3 in the top 100, 3 in the back 100, or back 150, I think it makes some sense. Got a lot of projectable volume up here, and then got some super, super big swings here. All these are like massive home run swings. If they pay off in a big way. Got solid receivers, some older guys, some younger guys, some upside swings, one rookie. Good, and then we got a cheaper Warren price, which I like because I don't have a lot of Warren. So not bad. Fun. I got to use both my tickets. I got 4 eliminators done. Got my free eliminator ticket used. I got 4 BBMs done this week. Got my free BBM ticket used. Very, very good. Make sure to use those promos if you have them on DK, Underdog, whatever you're doing. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Everyone that was here, First Down Fantasy was here for quite a while. Appreciate that. Christopher, thanks for hopping at the end. Sorry that I'm bouncing, but I got to get going. Got to get some ailments going. I need to feel better. I do not feel at 100%. Hopefully by this weekend I'll do another recording. I plan to do another recording, but hopefully I feel a little bit better and you're not hearing me sniffing and coughing and stuff. So anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. That was a good time at the beginning. Thanks for coming in. One more guy that didn't shout out, AZ Cards and Buck. Thanks for hanging out at the beginning as well. So guys, that was a good time. Appreciate it. Everyone have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy the World Cup. So I'll probably get on Saturdays. World Cup Sunday, so I'll try to get off. I'm not going to try to be streaming on World Cup Sunday. So yeah, later, bro. Appreciate you as always, man. Really, really appreciate you. Yeah, fun time. Had a good day today. 4 streams or 4 drafts. We had 2 eliminators at the beginning, 2 BBMs. So thanks for watching, everyone. That was a very, very good day, and had a good time. Hopefully I feel better here in about a day or 2, and we'll be back watching the World Cup, watching golf, and we're going to be finding value on Underdog and DraftKings. So have a good rest of your day. See you guys this weekend sometime with another stream, and be safe, have fun, do all the things you enjoy, and as always, find value in everything you do. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.